Christmas caroling used to be an act of class rebellion. Happy holidays, everyone. Let's talk about some interesting Christmas facts. There is no definitive one history of the tradition of Christmas caroling. Some say it comes from 3rd or 4th century Latin hymns that were dedicated to the Nativity. Credit St. Francis of Assisi for bringing more upbeat hymns into Christian services. Some point to the act of door-to-door mummering, when you would basically put on plays in the street. And some even point toward early civilizations having neighborhood watches that would go around and sing songs, making sure that the community was safe. By far, the most interesting possible origin is that of wassailing. As in the carol, "Here We Come a-Wassailing." Wassailing was a tradition that started in feudal society. Poor civilians that didn't have enough resources to last the winter would spend the cold months performing for richer civilians and lords. And since, this is the time of giving, they would usually end up paying them for their performances, and that would allow them to get through the season. As the wealth gap got bigger and bigger, these performances got more and more violent. In the 16th and 17th century, people would go around and knock on landlords' doors, demanding food, drink, and monetary recompense from people who have hoarded money. The Scrooges. In fact, that's the caricature that Scrooge is supposed to be. That's why they tend to hate carolers. If the wassailers went ignored, then they would start destroying property. Wassailing comes from the name of wassail, which was a thick spiced beverage. This was the common demand. But as time went on, the demands increased to food and money. The carol "We Wish You a Merry Christmas," when they say, "So bring us some figgy pudding and we won't leave until we get some," that's a literal threat. Again, in examples where the wealth gap was very extreme, this is essentially a church-sanctioned way to create acts of public rebellion. Because if someone's property got broken, it was just a holiday party that got out of control. Personally, I think we should bring back this tradition. Merry Christmas. Go light something on fire.